Hello friends, welcome to the session on communication electronics. In this session, we'll be discussing about fiber losses. We know that when the light ray is propagated through the optical fiber, then there are many distortions that will cause the loss of the light in the optical fiber. In this session, we will see what are the different types of losses to the light ray in the optical fiber, and we will also see how this loss will have an effect on the choice of the wavelength. Friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, Learn with Prakash Kanade, and subscribe to the channel to see many videos on the subjects of electronics and computer science. So let us start the session with the question what we mean by losses in the optical fiber. We know that when the light ray is propagated through the fiber, then it will suffer the various attenuations. And these attenuations, which will occur to the light ray when it is propagated through the optical fiber, is being called as the fiber losses. There are certain reasons behind the loss of the light in the optical fiber. And there are three major causes that causes the loss of the light in the optical fiber. The first reason is the material loss, the second reason is the scattering loss, and the third reason or third cause is being called as the bending loss. So the material that is being used for the construction of the fiber may absorb certain light, and it will cause the loss of the light when it is propagated through the fiber. Also, there is a scattering phenomena that will take place within the optical fiber, because of which certain light rays are lost. Also, sometimes the fiber will get bended, and because of the deformation or bending of the fiber, the light ray may get lost in the optical fiber. So as shown in this diagram, suppose we have inputted the optical rays or light rays into the optical fiber, then there is a material, and this material will absorb certain kind of rays, and because of which you will find that there is a loss of the light ray. Also sometimes there is a splicing loss. Also sometimes there is a bending of the optical fiber, or sometimes there is a scattering of the light ray takes place within the fiber. And because of all such things, you will find that when we receive the light ray at the output, then it is not exactly have the same power to that of input. So fiber material is made up of either glass or plastic, and therefore this material will absorb certain amount of light, and this is due to the impurities of the material, and therefore there is a loss in the fiber of the light ray, and this loss is being called as the material loss. So absorption loss is comparatively less, and it is also possible that we can reduce it further if we can have a better manufacturing of the fiber. So if the material used is pure material, and if impurities are reduced, then it is possible that you can reduce the loss of the light ray within the optical fiber. Also, sometimes the light is scattered by the molecules of the material due to the structural imperfections or impurities. And such type of the loss that occurs in the optical fiber is being called as the scattering loss. So scattering loss is also there, and it is possible that you can improve it or you can reduce it by better manufacturing of the fiber. Sometimes, while installation of the optical fiber, it is possible that the fiber will get bended or will get deformed in its structure. Fiber is a delicate material because it is made up of glass or plastic, and therefore it is needed to be handled very carefully. But if it is bended, then there will be a deformation in the structure of the optical fiber, and because of which also you will find that there is a loss of the light when it is propagated through the optical fiber. So all losses of the fiber depends upon the wavelength of the light used, and therefore it is necessary for us, in order to have less loss, we must choose the wavelength of the light very carefully. Now it is possible that we can calculate the losses in the optical fiber. Suppose we have a input power Pi to the optical fiber, and suppose the output power is the Po. Now suppose this power is being inserted into the optical fiber, and at the output we will get the power of the light, and suppose it is Po. Then we can calculate the fiber loss as the ratio of the output power to the input power. So fiber loss can be calculated by using this simple relation Po divided by Pi. So fiber loss is very small, and therefore such small amount can be expressed by using the decibel unit. So fiber loss can also be written in the form of decibel as 10 log of Po divided by Pi, and the unit for this will be decibel. So for example, if the input power to the optical fiber is 10 microwatt and the output power of the optical fiber is 9 microwatt, and suppose the fiber length is of 150 meters, then we can calculate the fiber loss as 10 log of 9 divided by 10, so which is just nothing but minus 0.458 decibel. So it is possible that we can calculate it per kilometer. So loss per kilometer can be given as minus 0.458 multiplied by 1 divided by 0.15. So this is just nothing but minus 3.053 decibel per kilometer. So whenever you choose any fiber for certain application, then it is necessary for you to understand what is the loss in the optical fiber. The loss in the optical fiber will affect the choice of the wavelength. That is, the light which is propagated through the optical fiber will have certain wavelength, and the choice of the wavelength will be affected by the loss in the optical fiber. So wavelength of the light must be chosen very carefully so that it will have a minimum distortion or it will have minimum attenuation, and therefore there will be minimum loss and there will be minimum dispersion through the optical fiber. So one can plot such type of the curve considering the wavelength on the x-axis and the attenuation, which is measured in decibels per kilometer. Then you will find that as the wavelength goes on changing, the attenuation will also goes on changing. So there are three low loss windows as far as the optical fiber is concerned. The first window is of an 820 to 880 nanometer, where the loss is 2.2 decibel per kilometer. If you choose another wavelength window of 1250 to 1350 nanometers, then there will be a loss of 0.6 decibel per kilometer. So one can easily observe that the loss in this window is less than that of earlier window. If you choose another window, say for example, if you choose the window of 1550 to 1610 nanometer, then there will be a loss of 0.2 decibel per kilometer. So out of these three windows, one can easily observe that the loss is minimum in the third window. So the third window has the lowest loss, but as I told you, while selecting the wavelength, it is necessary to consider the dispersion as well. So we should choose the wavelength in such a way that there will be a minimum loss and minimum dispersion. So the third window has the lowest loss, but it has the higher dispersion. And therefore, many times the people choose the second window because it will have a comparatively low loss and also it will have a low dispersion. So thank you friends for viewing the session. Hopefully you have understood what we mean by the fiber losses. Thank you all for viewing the